Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Deschamps. I've been a travel digital marketing entrepreneur here in Finland for the last 3 years. I will today talk to you about what I've been doing in the past 3 years and share with you a few insights about the latest trends in the travel industry globally, worldwide, and how they are actually affecting and here the market here in Finland. So this is a picture, a screenshot of my own blog. I've been a travel blogger for the past 3 years, and I'm specialized on the Lapland destination. I'm looking forward nowadays to expand the activity on the blog, so going further than Lapland. And I have also been able through this website to sell digital marketing services to travel companies to help them develop their activity on the web. So the first trend, actually there are many topics on which we could talk about digital trends that are affecting the travel industry, but I wanted to focus especially today on this one. I don't know if you've heard about the sharing economy, or what we call nowadays the collaborative consumption. Actually, people are nowadays turning to other values. They are valuing things like relationship with other people. They are valuing more experience than the things that they are owning, than the material things that they are owning. And actually, Brian Chesky, the CEO of Airbnb, is summarizing this. It doesn't work. Okay. Can you hear me better now? Okay. So, yeah, I was just saying that Brian Chesky has been summarizing all what is the sharing economy about. It's about people, it's about relationship, it's about experience. It all started at first, not in the travel industry, but people were starting to noticing that, hey, there will be maybe a power drill, so maybe I should go and ask to the neighbor if he has one. And this is how the thing got started. And people were inventing or developing websites where people actually could share their own stuff, things that they were owning. And this is how things all getting started. But to understand really what's fueling this sharing economy, you need to understand why actually people share. There are a few very simple reasons. First, the social reason. They want to meet new people. And then you have economic reason. They want to save money. Well, tell me nowadays who doesn't want to save money? There are also practical reasons. They want to save time. We are always busy, always running everywhere. So these are a few of the main reasons why actually people are turning to this type of economy, this type of services nowadays. And I think that the travel industry, the sharing economy is resonating very well in this. It's suiting very well the travel industry. So here, for example, I just put a few names of the companies that are nowadays shaping the sharing economy. I'm sure that you all know Airbnb, you all know Uber, which has been very popular, or not so popular in France lately, with all the conflict with the taxi drivers. For those who are still doubting about how powerful these new models, sharing economy model are, I can tell you that, for example, Blablacar, a French company, nowadays they have in France 5 million members. The same number in Germany, 5 million as well. And they are actually, the number of passengers of this company per month is 1 million. So if somebody is telling you that, okay, the sharing economy is just a trend, it's going to fade, well, tell them to think maybe twice about the idea. It's really, really, really growing. And we also see here in Finland, we have a few companies that are doing very well. For example, ShareTribe is a Finnish company built on the sharing economy model. So actually, what's in there for the clients, for the customers, especially in the travel industry? People are looking, as I said, for new experiences. So these are the platforms where they are turning to when they are looking for something special that they want to try when they travel. They don't want to go to the classic or traditional model of traveling. They want to try something new. So these are the ways actually they are finding these ideas. And for you as a travel professional, if you own a hotel or a cottage, or if you have a safari company, small safari business, you can actually use these services to promote your activity. It's very, very, very useful and very powerful. And the thing is that if you want, I think that it's important for you to understand that the sharing economy is a new model that is here to stay. So you have a few choices. Either you fight it like the French taxi drivers. Well, I don't think it's the right way to do it. Or then you embrace it and you start thinking, as Tu almost said a little bit later, just pivot the way you are thinking your business. Just try to find new ways to actually offer your own services. Here is for the hoteliers or people who are working in the hotel business, a great example from Intercontinental and how they have actually been able to get a piece of this new market that is shaping nowadays. Intercontinental started to propose insiders, what they call insiders experience. So for the guest that is coming to the hotel, they are offering tours, visits, or specific experience in different domains like art, culture, food, fashion, so that people could actually try something new or try something that is not available in traditional travel agencies, through traditional agencies. Another one, which is in Paris, I like especially this one, maybe because I'm French, but the Intercontinental Hotel in Paris is offering a behind-the-scene experience to their guests, and they are taking them or offering the opportunity to go to this famous La Durée bakery. I don't know if you've ever heard of La Durée bakery. It's the bakery in Paris that makes the best macaron biscuits in the world. So this is the type of experience that they are offering. So we stay here in the experience business, and this is a little bit more technical, so it involves a little bit more technology nowadays. As Tu almost said a little bit earlier as well, we all have our mobile phone in our pockets, and we are always using them to find information if we have a spare minute, or if we have the need to look for information somewhere. And actually the mobile phones or smartphones are nowadays a very vital tool for the travel planning or travel processes. And this is what big companies like Google's or airlines or even organizations in airports are trying to work on, to actually make this the travel experience from door to door, when you leave your house and you come to the hotel, seamless, so without any disruption. So for example, in one place you can get all the information for your travel. You don't have to switch applications, or you don't have to check different places where to find the same information. And nowadays this trend is actually shaping. It's not really, it's at its infancy stage. So there is not so many examples where you can actually find how the things are actually going for this seamless travel experience, but it's coming. I wanted to add as well on this one a typical example of this, which is, it doesn't include the whole process of traveling from door to door, but it's a great example, I think, of application that you can find in Virgin Hotel, for example, in Chicago. I've been there quite recently, and actually they are offering the guests this application on which actually you can either control the temperature of your own hotel room, you can also order a spa service, you can also connect to other guests in the hotel. So basically they also have a chat features on which you can actually chat and talk to other people that are staying in the hotel, so that you can network, you can socialize, which is a very nice way to actually meet new people. And they are also offering the opportunity to discover the town, again reaching this sharing economy aspect. Again here they are offering different type of tours or activities or things to see or things to do that you can't actually see through the traditional services or traditional information portal of travel. So these are the two main trends I wanted to share with you today. And now I wanted to ask you one question. Do you know which is the #1 online source for planning to travel that travelers are using actually nowadays?
Google.
Yep. Google. So it's not a big surprise, but I mean, this has been going on for a long time already. If I refer to my own blog and own experience, when I look at the statistics, Google is the traffic that is coming from the search engine. Google represents 97% of the traffic. And I have for Yahoo 1% and for Bing 1% and the rest peanuts. So if you're still doubting that, okay, if you are struggling to do this search engine optimization and so on, you should really consider to work on it, because Google is here and they are really, really going strong. And it's the #1 tool that actually people are using everywhere, whether they use their mobile phone, their desktop, their laptop, wherever, they go to Google. And also we've seen a shift in the behavior of people recently in the past years, as everybody is owning a smartphone. For the European leisure traveler, they said that 83% are owning a smartphone, and in average they have 3.2 devices with them when they are traveling. So it's a tablet, smartphone, laptop, or whatever kind of device you could imagine. And when you have a spare time, what do you do usually when you are commuting in the metro or when you are waiting for the bus? What are you doing? You take your phone and you start surfing on the web, or you start checking the social media. So this is a very challenging moment now for companies, because now you need to try actually to grab the attention of the users during these moments. And this is very, very important. So here are a few tips I would give you just to get started if you don't know how to do with these micro moments, this specific little piece of moment that people have during the day. So first, start with your website. Make sure that it's viewable on the mobile phone. Make sure that you can read it, you can surf it, it's fast, and that you have the relevant information viewable on the website, on your mobile phone, on your smartphone. Get listed into directories. Ask your local tourism organization where you could get listed on their own website. Try also Google Business. Put your business on Google as well. List the address, the phone number, every information you could. There are pictures, address, Google Map, and so on. You could use also reviews websites, like Yelp, for example. It's very popular abroad. And if you are familiar with geo-targeting, I would recommend you to do this advertisement by targeting to cities, countries, cities, specific region or specific zip code if you really want to tap into a specific audience that you want to reach. If you know, for example, that most of your clients are coming from Paris, so why targeting the whole France? Just target Paris. And another test that is also always very interesting to do is just take your smartphone and try to think about the major keywords that people usually use when they are looking for your category of service. And just type them in Google and see what's coming. And then you can check where is your website. Is it on the first page? At what stage of the buying funnel your website is appearing on the Google results? Basically, is it at the beginning or is it totally at the end when the client is ready to buy for the service, or is it that are you present at every stage of the buying funnel, that when people are looking for inspiration or trying to plan, starting to plan, or when they are ready to buy? This is also a very good way to test where is your website on the mobile devices, on the search. Another trend, which is not really surprising, of course, videos. Nowadays they are booming, and especially the travel industry. It's the #1 inspiration source of information. The videos are very, very important. Of course, you have YouTube, which is one of the biggest, but you have many others. You can use them on social media. You could put your videos on Facebook. You could put them on Twitter, on Instagram. You can use whatever channels you think are best for your audience. And for example, in the last year, the searches, the volume of search, if I remember the exact numbers on the Google Travel study from 2015, it was like 25% of the travel-related search were about destinations, and 60% were about travel brands and companies. So basically, if people have identified you as a interesting travel company, they will look directly for your information in Google or in YouTube as well. So the last topic would be one which is quite close to my heart. As I said, I started blogging 6 years ago. I started first when blogging about fly fishing, which is my passion. And then I suddenly thought, as I was living here in Finland, and I've been working in the travel business quite for some time as well. Around Lapland, I'm passionate by Lapland. I'm what people call like a Lapin hullu. So I started blogging about Lapland and what I like about this place. So some very simple things, the way I live it, the way I see it. And then as I was working in the travel industry, I thought, okay, maybe I could orientate the blog a little bit differently and start talking about the services that people could find here. And this is how it all got started. And 3 years after, I have nowadays monthly maybe 3,000 unique visitors and about 10,000 page views per month. Daily I receive questions from people that are planning their trip to Lapland. They are looking for some very basic information like the way to dress, for example, to come to Lapland. Where can they find a specific type of activity? And so I just help them to plan their trip to come to Lapland and have a unique experience again. They are very interested, from what I've collected information, they are very interested into this local to local experiences more and more. They really want to have a unique and exclusive service, so personalized service. They are coming from France mainly, and all other French-speaking countries, Belgium, Luxembourg, and Switzerland as well. And if you want to get started blogging, at the beginning, you need to, of course, for France it's a bit specific because you have to learn, you have to know the language, you have to know how to speak French, because people, they don't really speak other languages, and when they're actually asking, I notice it because they always want to have a French-speaking guide, they don't want to have a Finnish-speaking guide or English-speaking, they want French. So it's a bit specific, so of course if you don't know the language it can be challenging. But you can, the same in English, I mean, you can find information and try to develop information about your own service, about your own area, and start talking about it on the web through a blog to get attention, because people are looking a lot of information in blogs. What else could I tell you about it? Blogging has been very, very popular. It's still increasing. I get also a lot of questions from service providers. Basically, they actually want to come, as they saw that I'm becoming more and more popular in France. They are actually willing to promote their own service. So we need to find a collaboration. Tomo was talking about collaboration a little bit earlier, how you could create new type of collaboration. This is the way. Try to promote your service in places where actually your clients are. And blogs are very, very popular everywhere in the world. I mean, it's not only specific to France. About the type of content I've been sharing so far, so basically people are just looking for simple and practical information at the beginning. So how to dress. Actually, I wrote this article, how to dress in winter in Lapland or in Finland. For us, it's like basic because we've been living here for a long time, and so we just like dress up properly with the right clothes, and we don't think about it. But for a person who's coming from Nice, for example, who is like wearing shorts, like let's say 3/4 of the year, then they have to come here and they have this kerros and all these things. For them it's like crazy, and they, of course they are asking about brands. Should I buy this one or this one? Which one is better? So I need to answer these questions and reply. And this is how actually you create a relationship with the client. And then after that they come back, ask you another question, and then after that they come back and they want to buy something from you. And this is how it works. And this dressing up is it was crazy because I wrote this article 3 years ago and it's still the #1 article, the most visited and read article on my blog. And I didn't do anything. I wrote it 3 years ago and it's the one that is bringing me the most traffic ever. And I have another one, Northern Lights, of course, Northern Lights. But now for this one, I thank very much Visit Finland because they have put a lot of marketing effort for this. So of course, Northern Lights is interesting a lot of people worldwide. It's not only France. So this article as well is getting a lot of attention. And yeah, I told you, very basic information is the first step to go forward. Help them to actually plan their trip. This is how I do it through the blog, and try also, of course, to find some new ideas to inspire them, like try to find things that they are actually not doing in their daily life. For example, I also share, I am a crazy outdoor fan, so I do a lot of wilderness treks and so on. So I also write articles about my trips, what I do, where I go, and I share my own experience and the way I live it. And this is what people also like to discover more, to go a little bit further in the destination, not just stay in the place, the hotel, the safari, and you have to expand actually the vision of the people through what you are telling through the blog, tell stories. Yeah. So if you want to get started, actually I would like to just share a few last words before the end of the presentation. The first thing is, of course, to listen to your clients. You need to find places where they're actually hanging out on the internet, whether it's Facebook, whether it's a discussion forum. So if you know, for example, that you are targeting a UK, targeting UK, you know that these people are actually using a lot of TripAdvisor or using a lot of specific discussion forum about your destination or about your type of service. So go register there and try just look what people are talking about. Just look what actually people are saying about this service, what kind of information people are actually looking for. And then go back to your own business, think about it, and write about these questions that people have. Actually, this is how I do also my blog. I have registered on different type of discussion forums, and I see actually what kind of information people are looking for. They are asking almost all the time, all the same questions. So list them and start writing about them and give them answers, because that's what people are looking for when they are turning on their mobile phone or turning on to Google. They are just asking questions to the search engine. So where can I find this? Where can I do that? How can I do that? Where can I buy this? So this is the first step, and then give them also the opportunity to talk about your own service or share their own experience. If they have been here in Finland, have experienced your own service, your services, provide them with a hashtag, for example, like this Koe Suomi, and let them share their own vision, let them share their own experience on their own social media, the one that they prefer, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. So that you have a lot of free tools available where you can actually follow all these discussions, all these interactions that people have about services on internet. It's very easy. The last words I would like to say is, don't be afraid to experiment. Also, Tuomo said it earlier. It's very important to try new things. It doesn't matter if it doesn't work. Just try new things. Try to go on a channel. If you have identified a specific place where your clients are or your audience is, just go there and start talking to them. Start sharing information about your business, pictures, videos, whatever, blog articles, any kind of content that you think would be interesting for them. And then you just see the reaction. If you see that people start reacting, then engage them, and maybe can start doing business. So if you have any questions, I will be really happy to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you. Kiitos.